Hello, in this video I'll upgrade my NEJE Laser Master 3.5 watt with 20 watt laser module. Let's check this package I got from Banggood. In first box is power supply, because 20 watt laser module got bigger current consumption, so we need 12 volts 3 amp power supply. 2 amp which come with 3.5 or 7 watt machine isn't enough. Into next box is nicely protected and packaged completely assembled laser module with flexible cable, mounting screws, bushing and tools. Upgrade is super simple and fast. Firstly loosen 2 screws from the old module which got integrated cable. So if I want to unplug the connector I need to loosen 4 nuts and remove X-axis to get access. Then just remove the old laser and cable. Both models got housing same dimension, 20 watt is just a bit longer and heavier. Now plug one end of cable to a laser, other end to engraver and screw back the X-axis. Then place the screw from middle to top holes into carriage and screw the model on. And that's it, we got upgraded Laser Master. Firstly I secure table with piece of wood, then plug power supply and USB cable. First note this was sound. Fan is same dimension than on 3.5 watt, but it's got 15 kilo RPM and it's really powerful. On 3.5 and 7 watt version got 10 kilo RPM, so they produce much less noise. Then run NEJE software, it connects fast without problem as always. I already showed you that software when making Laser Master review, but here's new version and it become even better. Here in the last step we can find online G-code, and there are few tiny improvements about positioning. I like that they didn't forget to work on software. Here's all the specification for each model. You can see the 20 watt model is suitable for deep engrave or cutting. Firstly I tried to engrave on few different surfaces. Let's start with wood. To engrave that girl in size about 50 by 100 mm need about 10 to 15 minutes, depend on burning time. For about same dimension photo need about 25 minutes, but it's photo without empty spots where you can save a lot of time. During engrave PC going to sleep, so the laser disconnected and software recognized it as unfinished project. But when we start to engrave every file is sent to laser and then start engrave, so basically this machine work all the time offline, but still can change the burning time and laser power during engrave, which is great and so far the only software I try all of this. On the last photo something go wrong, look like motor lose a few steps. Did you notice this before? Well, manufacturer says it's heavy laser suitable for cutting. Because this laser model is heavy and I engrave fast with them, its weight move one of wheel on X-axis a bit. When I hit the screw so I can lose it, I see that the bottom wheel got a bit extended hole, so we can set the clearance and tighten position. But I spent another minute and make a treat under the hole, so I can adjust the wheel tightness more precisely, and it can't loosen anymore. Let's check the result of wood engraving now. It's clear that NEJE 3.5 watt is still the best for grayscale wood engrave. We can see here comparison with Ortur 15 watt, how bad result it make. But it got deep, so that's what I expected also from 20 watt NEJE model. But I was wrong, I got this result. Pretty cool. If we compare with NEJE 3.5, we can see that it's still burned deep into wood, but the surface is burned. Ortur just engrave deep into wood and leave no burned surface. That's why the NEJE result look better. I don't know why such a difference. The only difference I can see is in a wavelength. NEJE 3.5 watt got 405 nanometer. Meanwhile NEJE 7 and 20 watt got 450 nanometer. And the Ortur got 445 plus minus 5 nanometer. And yeah, and the light from NEJE 3.5 and 20 watt is blue and much less annoying than purple from the Ortur. What about other material? After few months I finally got some leather from eBay, so I make a test and got some nice result with engraving and cutting. Also on rubber got nice result, but after engrave you need to clean the dirt with alcohol. And it can be cut at more than half a millimeter. On foam silicone cover grayscale result is not too good, but line engrave come out quite nicely. Also on powder paint work nice. On 3D printed PLA just leave some melted traces, but much stronger than 3.5 watt. With right settings we can get some nice result. Anodized Aluminium. On Anodized Aluminium surface got some really nice result. It engraved deeper than Ortur, so we got better, brighter result. Then I take these two markers, paint different surfaces and engrave over it. On aluminium was some traces, but when I wipe off with alcohol there stay nothing. Then I try this on raw steel. Someone asking if it remove rust from steel. I try it and the answer is no. Also result of engraving on steel isn't that good. Maybe it's some other marker. What about inox? Well, here I got some amazing result. We can get also different colors of engrave out of black marker. Top blue part was engraved with 20 milliseconds and the bottom darker part with 10 milliseconds. Just look at that result. And the best thing is that it can be scratched. Okay, it can be with sharp tool. Another interesting thing is that with red marker got much better result. You can see here much more details on the red one, and engrave got a bit of red pigment. For the end I try to engrave on mirror, just for fun. When I engraved from backside with 50% laser power it was too powerful, so I engrave also a bit of glass on the front. With about 20% laser power got some nice result. Someone asking about how small details can it engrave. Here's a few tests, but the focus and settings is really important here. And also 20 watt module got 5 times bigger dot than 3.5 or 7 watt module. And now make a few tests about cutting. I didn't test all the materials. Paper, cardboard, fleece and stuff like that cut like butter, so I only focused on tougher material. We can see that it cut balsa up to 4 mm like butter, but with harder 5 mm balsa it stops. You may already see that I prepared air assist. I didn't complicate it here, just use 0.8 mm needle attached to a hose and into my airbrush compressor, set to 0.5 bar on pressure and output, so it blow really gentle. It just needs to blow dust away from the cutting area, so the laser can make effect. Fan is so strong on that laser that it blow away a lot, but not enough to reach dust into groove, but I think some better aquarium pump will be enough. It cut much better now, but not the balsa. It's just too soft, so additional air assist make it burn. I make lot of tests, but it's some kind no-go for thick balsa, but cutting 3 mm plywood with it is fun. With a few more goes it can cut also 5 mm tough plywood. And then go to extreme. I try to cut 9 mm spruce wood and the laser cut all the way through, but needs 6 passes. I make lot of tests here, with different focus diameter, focus range from 10 to 50 mm, blowing from different angles, speed, power and so on. I got lot of different result, but I think the best result got from 45 mm focal length. Lens in this case is fully tightened, so we can set focus, and the space between end of the lens and surface of cutting material is about 45 mm. Dot is not perfectly focused in that case, so it cut a bit wider but with bigger effect. Just look at this cut. I was thinking on the bottom cut will be wider, but it cut straight through by right angle. That's pretty much it about 20 watt laser model, so let's try to make some puzzles for the end. Now I was trying NEJE Master 3.5 and 20 watt model and Ortur Master 15 watt. What can I say after these tests? NEJE 3.5 is far the best for grayscale engraving, but also from 20 watt NEJE model got nice engraving result, because the surface was burnt, but that is not good when cutting soft wood, because it burned pretty fast. So for cutting soft wood is Ortur just a bit better. But 20 watt NEJE is better for engraving aluminium oxide, inox and other tough material, because focus point is much better than on Ortur, so we can focus more energy into tiny dot. If I need to buy one laser I probably take NEJE with 20 watt model, not because it's a NEJE video, but I think we cover all the needs with it. It can engrave also gently with only few percent of laser power. It can cut and engrave aluminium oxide and inox, plus NEJE softer steel rocks. But if you need that laser for some small serious production, Ortur do its job much faster. And now the best part for my subscribers. You may see that I reached some nice numbers on my channel, like 6 million views and 30 kilo subscribers. So Banggood says, hey, let's make a giveaway action for your fans. And here it is. All you need to do is subscribe to my channel and leave some comment. It doesn't matter, is it question about the laser, some advice, some correction of my English, tell some joke or just say hello, I'm in or whatever. Because I will use software to randomly choose one of the comments for the winner, so don't forget to comment. And what's the reward? You won't believe, but the winner will get complete NEJE Master with 20-watt module into worth of $250 with free shipping. That's right, you got entire NEJE Master 20-watt machine with accessories, so don't forget to subscribe and comment. That's it for today. Like, share and subscribe if you like, and see you next time. And good luck!